a really cool and structured stitch. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the crinkle stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 3. So for this stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 2 plus 1. So in my case, I have 15. For row 1, you're going to skip 2 chains, which counts as a half double crochet. And then you're going to do 1 half double crochet into each chain. So this is my first one, then second one, and you simply want to do a half double crochet all the way to the end of the row. So do that and I'll see you when you're there. All right, so this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, you want to chain 1 and flip your work. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the very first stitch. So into there, do 1 single crochet. We're going to be working raised front and back single crochets. And so that's actually quite simple. The row repetition is going to start with the next stitch. And for that one, you're going to start with a front raised single crochet. That means you're going to work it in front of the fabric. So we're in front of the fabric with our hook. And we want to go around the pillar of the previous stitch. So normally you work at the top of it. But for this stitch, you want to go around the pillar. The pillar is those two kind of like teeth looking downwards like that. So you want to go around it. We're going to insert our hook from right to left around it. So from the right of the stitch to the left, you see how you're around the pillar there. And now you grab the yarn and pull it through. A little loose because you want this to be tall. Yarn over and pull through 2 for a single crochet. And that's a raised single crochet at the front of the fabric. So now for the next one, we're going to do a raised single crochet at the back of the fabric. So the next stitch is this one here. We're going to put our hook in the back of the fabric and do the same thing. You want to go around the pillar of the next single crochet. Grab the yarn and pull it back. Oh, sorry, I pulled a little too much. So you should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops. And now you do the same thing, but on the back of the fabric. So we're going to repeat that a couple more times. So the next one's going to be a raised single crochet at the front of the fabric. So you go behind the single crochet pillar in front of the fabric, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we do the same at the back of the fabric. So with our hook behind the fabric from right to left, let's see here. From right to left, grab the yarn and pull it through, pulling it upwards a little bit. Yarn over, pull through 2. And that's the row repeat you want. You go raise single crochet in the front, then the back, front, back until you get to the end of the row. And I'll see you when you're there. All right, so I'm at the end of the row here and I just did my final repetition with a single crochet to the back of the fabric. And now we're going to do our very last stitch into the top of the turning chain. And for that one, you just want to do a normal single crochet. So into the top of the turning chain there, you want to do a single crochet. And this here is the end of row 2. For row 3, we want to chain 2, which counts as a half double crochet. And flip your work. Now you're going to skip the first stitch and then do 1 half double crochet into each of the stitches of the row. So we just do 1 half double crochet all the way throughout, and I'll see you when you're at the end of the row. Okay, and this here is the end of row 3. For row 4, you want to chain 1 and flip your work. You're going to work 1 single crochet into the very first stitch. And now you're going to start your row repeat. So for this row repetition, we're going to start with a raised single crochet at the back of the fabric. So you're going to go behind the pillar of the single crochet, grab the yarn and pull it through, pull it up, and then finish your single crochet. And now to continue the row repeat, you're going to do a raised single crochet at the front of the fabric. So behind the pillar of the next single crochet at the front of the fabric. And that ends the row repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by doing a raised single crochet at the back of the fabric. And then doing a raised single crochet at the front of the fabric. So continue doing that until you get to the end of the row, and I will see you when you're there. So I'm almost at the end of row 4 here, and I just finished my last repetition with a raised single crochet at the front of the fabric. So you're going to be left with the turning chain, and all you want to do is do 1 single crochet on top of the turning chain to finish off this row. And this here is the end of row 4. For row 5, you want to basically just do it as row 3. So we're going to chain 2, which counts as a half double crochet, and flip your work. You're going to skip the first stitch, and then into each stitch of the row, do a half double crochet. Do that until you get to the end of the row, and I'll see you when you're there. All right, so I just finished row 5 here. So moving forward, you just want to repeat rows 2 through 5 until you have the desired length of your work or a finished swatch. This is really cool. It looks the same on both sides since you're kind of alternating the rows of front and back raised single crochets. A really nice and structured stitch. Love it. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.